Hello everyone and welcome back to SportsVault. I'm your host, JackAdamRex, and alongside me are
Adam Tovis
and
Rex Barron.
Today we will be getting our Stanley Cup predictions and also our Super Bowl predictions. But if you want to call in the show, remember our World Series predictions, my bad. But if you want to call in the show, the number is 619-277-9871. That's 619-277-9871. Okay, so let's start it off. Stanley Cup predictions. Rex, what you got?
Well, I'm going to go with the Anaheim Ducks. They're, an underrated team. They've got a lot of young guys. They bought out their contracts of Corey Perry and Ryan Kessler. They got a lot of young guys that I think could step up and lead them to a playoff berth. And then, it's the NHL. It's a changing league. Anything can happen. We've seen it with the Blues, the worst team at Christmas. The Ducks are going to do it. They're going to come back, and they're going to win the Cup.
My Stanley Cup prediction, on the other hand, is the New York Rangers. And I think that the Rangers are going to win the Stanley Cup because the Rangers made moves this offseason. They got the top free agent, Artemi Panarin. They rebuilt their defense in Adam Fox and Jacob Trouba. They have the all-star goalie, Henrik Lundqvist. And they got that second round pick in Capo.
Okay, so we have a caller. Hey, caller, what's your name?
Why?
Hi, caller, what's your name?
Jared.
Hi.
Billy. Alright, so you guys both left out the New Jersey Devils, who recently acquired PK Subban and also drafted Jack Hughes #1. Why do you guys leave them out?
Okay, can I just say this? The Devils are a good team, but with the teams in their conference, they cannot make the playoffs. They have way too tough of a division. They are not competing with anyone in the conference. If they were in the other conference, yes, they might be able to compete for a playoff spot. But it's so competitive in the NHL recently, especially after free agency. To me, they won't even make the playoffs because it's way too hard to compete.
So I agree with you, Jack. I think the Devils are a pretty good team, but Corey Price and Corey Schneider and Keith Kincaid, they've been a little shaky together. One has been in front of the other, and then when it looks like they can pull away for the starting job, the other one starts playing good, and the starter starts playing bad. So it's just kind of a strange rotation. But I say if they get their goalie situation figured out, they can really pull it together. Adam, what about you?
So, yes, the Devils did make moves just like the other New York, New Jersey team this year, but they didn't do it. They got PK Subban and that first-round pick, Jack Hughes, but that's all the Devils really did. They didn't get any other all-stars. They're just rebuilding from last year so that they can get somewhere further. They're still in the rebuilding process, so once they get to the top of their, once they get to the peak of their rebuilding stage, I think that they can compete in the Stanley Cup.
All right. So I'm going to, as a Kings fan, be the only one not biased here. And I'm going to say that the Tampa Bay Lightning will go over the Dallas Stars because, the Dallas Stars had the best free agents. So definitely go with them. So, World Series predictions. All right. So, unfortunately, we did not get to go World Series predictions. But thank you, everyone. Thank you for our callers. We will see you next time here on SportsVault.